has started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll try to get back to the pylon, but he won't get there. He's out of bounds, and that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Now Mayfield lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And there he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here...
Touchdown, Texans! Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 29, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certain.
It got his man complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Wilson on 1st down. This is caught by Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give. This is Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Space to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. My game. Let them know.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw, Mayfield steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, 98 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Mayfield off the play fake. To Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And that's caught inside the 35.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
Touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson. Open good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mayfield's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield dumps it off to Mixon, shedding the tackle, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown!
Henry runs
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Hey, zero. Hey, alert.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Darius Leonard in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. A big play that time on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. Mayfield down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Completes this out left to Ruggs. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Here's Mixon. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. And And the lead is now an even 30.
Next to score, Texans 58, 49ers 28. Chris Boswell set to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Niners.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 3, check 3. Come on, 14.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Cook following the penalty. It back to 2nd and 11.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
One left. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Able to slither by. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd down and goal. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers get a score closer. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play fake. Mayfield. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield to throw it. And going deep for Hill. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Mayfield. Steps away. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
Chris Boswell sets to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of him.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans. 78 yards. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
They'll roll him out right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On on 2nd and goal. Wilson, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's intercepted at the goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ooh, he's running. He's running.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Stand up here. Check out right there. Good job right there. Run it.
Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Stand up here. Back. 95. Check.
Wilson. Caught. Kelce, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got Jordan complete right side. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans, 50 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keon Crossan. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 86, 49ers 55.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the screen pass. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 41, Wilson. He completes it to Evans. And he's got some space here.
They should have put a stamp on
and
there.
somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.